It's now time for the Salem Tiger Sports pregame show on KSMO Radio 95.7 and online at ksmoradio.com, featuring Tiger Talk with Coach Barnes and Stan Stevens. Tiger Talk comes up next in just a moment.
No matter how long you've been driving, whether you are freshly licensed chasing freedom, congrats, or a seasoned pro cruising through, no matter where you are going, off to work or off to play, remember, speed is a major factor in traffic crashes. So please, slow down. Driving the appropriate speed means you have control of your vehicle, you can stop in time, and you are safer. Be part of the movement. Help us end traffic deaths. Brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Bryson Barnes. Coach, Salem Tiger football team has senior night tonight. It's wrapping up a season. I know we have a lot of youngsters out there, and they're learning the game. I know it's been a frustrating year for you, but, these kids are getting better and better and better. And I know people say, well, you're losing to Mountain View Liberty. Mountain View Liberty was a very, very good football team. And as I talked to Gary Lee from down there, Mountain View, who's been broadcasting them for years, he said that's probably been the best defensive Mountain View team they've ever had to go along with that potent offense. It doesn't get much better than that, Coach, for them.
Yeah, no, they're that team. I mean, they're just really, really successful, really good at what they do, and they have a lot of athletes. I mean, across the board. I mean, just incredibly fast, athletic, good in space, very aggressive on defense, like we talked about last week. So, I would say that's definitely one of the most complete teams they've had. I would agree with that statement. Their defense complements their offense, and just a bunch of really good football players across the board.
Such a diverse offense, Coach. When you run across a team like that has so many weapons and so many ways to use those weapons, boy, it's tough on an experienced defense, much less one that's made up of a lot of freshmen and sophomores who may have never seen anything like that in high school football.
Yeah, and we had talked about that last week too, just how they want to do all these different formations, unique formations, and they make it difficult. You got to be extremely disciplined, in how you align. And I really thought our alignment and getting position was good. I think it was just a matter of just getting outran, to the edge, out physical at the line of scrimmage. So there were a lot of things, but overall, yeah, I mean, it is definitely a big step up to play a team like that.
When, we've talked before, and you've talked about football is a game of repetition, and that's how you learn the game. And a lot of these kids from Mountain View, they start playing in 5th and 6th grade together. And, Coach, you can kind of see a lot of that because they know when to wait for that block, and they seem to know where that guy's going to be. You can't teach that. That's something you learn by playing together all the time. And that's what your hope is for the Salem Tigers moving on down the road. These kids now they buy into the system, keep that going and play together for a long period of time, because then this program, you find itself turning around all by itself because the kids believe in themselves.
Yeah, the chemistry is crucial, I think, especially with football. There's so many moving parts. The more experience you have playing with each other, especially up front, line of scrimmage positions, just getting that chemistry. I mean, yeah, it definitely pays dividends, whenever you're a junior and senior. So, definitely for us, I mean, that's something that we got to keep doing all the way from the little ones right now in the youth program, and continuing to play all the way through to their senior year. So absolutely, that's something that we will, get to with that chemistry being built at some point.
And you're always keeping your eye on the 7th and 8th graders and seeing how they progress, because that's the future of the program moving forward, because every year you're going to be replacing certain players. That's just the way high school football is, Coach. And we all know, like tonight is senior night. We don't have a lot of seniors on this team that are going to be saluted tonight. And that was just the way it was. That was what was given you beginning of the year. That's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Again, not many seniors, very, very young, but you could say you get the harder side of the experience now, right? As you're seeing what it's like playing against these better teams, the physicality required, the speed that you're going to have to be able to match, and ultimately, you learn, you take away what you can, right? So these losses, they're for nothing if you don't learn and take away anything from it. Players, coaches alike. So you learn. And then you grow, and then you come back next year, versus those same teams with that experience in mind, understanding more about what they want to do, right, schematically.
Sure.
You start remembering, right, after the years you play, what teams do this, which teams do that, what to anticipate, right, all those small things you get. And what's great is, again, so many freshmen, sophomores, they get to have 3, even 4 years now of seeing it. So it'll definitely pay off.
And as any good coach is going to do, you're going to have the kids working in the off season and getting ready. These younger kids are going to be on a full workout routine, hopefully all the way through the end of this year and on their own, and then also in the summer program. So that year of experience in varsity football, Coach, and you played down in Texas, so you know what playing varsity football is. When you make that next step up and you get that year experience, it only benefits you the next year, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Again, I mean, best thing about football is that on-the-job training and getting to actually be there, see it, feel it, play it. I mean, it's crucial. So definitely, no, we'll be on the right track, no question.
When we come back, we're going to talk about tonight's game, the final game of the regular season before district play with Cabool, when we return with Tiger Talk and Coach Bryson Barnes.
Hey, natural gas leaks can be very dangerous if you're not careful.
A tip from your friends at Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
If you smell the odor of natural gas, leave it to the professionals to track it down. Don't turn any electrical appliances on or off. Cell phones or light switches can create a dangerous spark. Warn others and leave the building immediately. Make sure you call your gas company from another location.
Learn more natural gas safety tips at mosafegas.com.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Bryson Barnes, Coach Salem Tigers, Cabool Bulldogs matchup. We mentioned already in the first part, it is senior night. Our seniors will be saluted prior to the game, but also the senior cheerleaders. And let's give them a little shout out too, because Coach, they're right there with you the whole year long. Cheerleaders are doing their job, and tip of the cap to them. They practice, they work hard to provide that entertainment for the crowd, and I know the football team really appreciates that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're always great for our team, for our school, for our fans. So, huge shout out to them and all seniors tonight in their last home game. That kind of reminds me, and it kind of takes me to this real quick.
Sure.
I know we don't have too many to talk about, but I want to list each senior's name real quick and kind of how I would describe them.
Absolutely.
Caleb Ingram, great teammate. And he was at every workout and every spring, every day in the spring. Everything in the summer he went to. He was never late. Always shows up on time, works his tail off. He got a lot better over this past year. He's a great teammate. Tim Henderson's just tough. Joined the program this year. Hasn't played in a few years, but just a tough player all around. Always fights hard on the football field. Josh Owen, great leader. One of the best, leadership qualities I've seen in a player. He conducts the defense, and he's just, again, a great teammate there. Easton May, obviously, hurt guy, leader. He leads us, even though he's not on the field. He's there supporting us, so it always means a lot. Stone Gregory joined him last year, and again, another one I would just say he knows his role in the team, and he's always respected. He always gives effort. He always works his tail off when he's at practice on the practice field. Always wants to help out where he can. So again, huge shout out to Stone, and then finally Cole Corson. Again, just commitment, being committed these last few years. Waiting for his turn to see the Friday Night Lights, and he's done a good job. So all those guys mean a lot to me, and I hope that we get the result that we want tonight for them.
And I think it's very important that when you say that they know that what their role is on the team, and there's so many people need to buy into that, because everybody has a specific role. Maybe special teams, might be a kicker, could be on defense only, but whatever it is, and they give their 110% and they're at practice to make you a better team, Coach. You got to tip your cap to all those kids who stick it out all the way through.
Exactly. Yes, 100%, no doubt.
Tonight we take on the Cabool Bulldogs. What do we expect to see out of Cabool, Coach?
Yeah, Cabool, it'll be a good matchup just for both teams. I think we match up pretty evenly. And Cabool, they offensively, they want to try to throw the ball when they can. I know their starting quarterback got banged up earlier this year, but they still like to take their shots when they can. 2-by-2 formations, they like to sit in a shotgun, occasional quad formations, 4 right, single backside, stacked looks. They'll put the tackles out wide, and they'll have 3 on the right and the wide side, 3 on the left wide side, and friction trickery there. So you have to get lined up pretty quick. But again, like the pass if they can, kind of have their run confident.
And one of the things that we've seen from them in the past is those onside kicks. I like to try and do that, like right off a quarter or right off the half, or maybe in the start of the game. We're prepared, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've done done onside kicks probably like 20, 30 minutes every practice this week. Like last year, they'll probably kick one deep, try to catch off guard slightly. So, but for the most part, yeah, we're expecting the onside the entire game.
All right, Coach, the very best of luck tonight against the Cabool Bulldogs. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Tiger football, it is next.
Thanks for joining us for the Salem Tiger pregame show with Tiger Talk featuring Coach Barnes and Stan Stevens. Stay tuned. Tiger Sports comes your way next on KSMO Radio 95.7 and online at ksmoradio.com.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Healthy Dane County and Titan Paving and Drainage present Casino Night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory on Saturday, November 5th. Blackjack, craps, roulette, and Texas Hold'em. Each person receives $10,000 in gaming cash for prizes to draw for at the end of the night. Advance tickets are on sale now. Dress in Kentucky Derby attire to add a little more fun to the event. Enjoy a night of professional casino action and fun while supporting your local community. For more information, call 729-8163.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Football. Today's game is being brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. And now, get ready for Salem Tiger Football right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to Bill Schuchart Stadium, as it was so honored this past Saturday when Coach Schuchart was here and in front of a nice crowd. And tonight, it's the first game in front of the official Bill Schuchart Stadium. And,
it is that now.
It is that now for sure.
That's right.
And tonight, 2 very young football teams will get together. Salem Tigers, well, they have 6 seniors that are on the team. East of May, obviously, out there, not able to play. So we have 5 that are actually in uniform.
True.
And then Cabool comes in, and they have 4.
Yeah.
So these are 2 young teams
Yeah.
that are going to be playing each other tonight. Both of these teams have struggled this year. There's no doubt about that, and we're not amiss in trying to say that and trying to find their identities. But next year is hopefully their turnaround year. So you get through this year, you get these kids some experience playing varsity football. They now know what it's all about when the season comes to an end, and they can start to prepare for the next level of getting back to it the next year. Plus, you got a group of 8th graders here in Salem that are coming in that have had a very successful junior high season, our middle school season.
Yeah, and like you say, and that's what that's what you coming into this year, like you say, when we're the year is winding down. There's no doubt about that. But you got to look at these two teams. Both of them stand on talking about Salem and Cabool here. Well, that they're going to have some young kids, and you hope that the experience this year, that you come back next year, maybe some of those mistakes you cut them in half, and you have a different outcome for each one of both teams.
Well, when you look at these teams and you realize that these teams have suffered.
Yep.
They've suffered big losses last year with their seniors, and then they've tried to rebuild. It takes a while to rebuild, and when you don't have that good, strong junior class to come up, or sophomore class, or whatever it might be, Rick, that rebuilding year is very, very difficult, and that's what it's been this year for both of these teams.
Yep.
So Coach Tyler Splitter's done and pretty much exactly what Coach Barnes has done. You start playing the younger kids, give them every chance they can to let them learn, and hopefully next year you're going to have a much better turnout, and you're going to pretty well predict it.
Yeah, right.
Now, Cabool likes to start out games with onside kicks. Wouldn't be at first, but they might kick it deep.
Salem's all up there for that, too.
Oh, yeah, they're prepared, as I talked in Coach Barnes earlier today. Oh, yeah, we're going to have 6 on the front. And they're trying the onside kick, and they have to go 10 yards, and they got it. They may have gotten there too soon. It did go 10, but I saw a flag go down. But a flag went down. I saw a flag go down.
I guess they're going to let Cabool have it, Sam.
Well, it's Cabool's ball on the onside kick. Salem was not aggressive. They were waiting for that 10 yards to come. It took a bounce right at the 9-yard line. And, Rick, I believe that number 50, Jeff Kabaki, caught that ball in the air. You cannot advance it. And so Cabool has the ball on the onside kick. So you've got to be aggressive on onside kicks. And right away, Cabool will take over. It is McCall back, trying to run himself to the outside, breaks around the corner, and he'll pick up a first down, getting inside the 36-yard line to very close to the 35. When they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 36. Nope. Yep.
30.
I want to say at the 36.
Okay.
Actually, put him just a smidge outside of that.
Okay.
And that'll be a gain of 13 yards, a first down for Cabool. Well, that's not what you wanted to see to start the game out, that's for sure.
Yeah. Not when you anticipated that onside kick standing in, you don't get it.
Kind of knew it was coming.
Yep.
Turbin wide to the right side. These guys will want to throw the ball out. They fire it all the way out. Incomplete. Trying to lead their receiver, number 40, Tyler Fleetwood, trying to get him a little room so he could come up and catch that ball in flight and take off. But the pass was just a little bit in front of him.
Yep.
When he first was going to throw it, Rick, I thought it might be a lateral.
Well, that's what
let it go, but it was just a little bit forward.
Yep.
Second down and 10. Ball to Salem Tiger 30, we'll call it 36.5-yard line. Going to go with 2 runners in the backfield. They'll hand that ball off number 25, and that is Owen Casper, and Casper will get about 6. Dancing off the right side, brought down there by the Salem Tigers' Matt Stokes.
Okay.
Third down, and we're going to call it a short 5 or a long 4. Call it what you will. Ball's in the Salem Tiger territory. Third down. McCall back. Handing the ball off, trying to turn the corner and getting the first down. Their big fullback. Where's number 40, Tyler Fleetwood? And he's going to get just enough for the first down, getting down to the 25-yard line. Well, actually, they moved him back a little bit. And before, they didn't even measure, Rick. They moved it back right about where the line was.
Yeah.
Wow. He got a little anxious there. So Caleb Green going wide to the right side. They're in a kind of an offset eye, and they flip it back outside to Fleetwood. He's trying to turn that corner, cuts back against the green. The Tigers stop him for a short gain of about 2. Looked like for Salem making that tackle is Cash Howard.
Got a flag down, too, staying on far side.
Right, a flag did fly in, usually in the area of holding. And that is what it is going to be.
Okay.
holding, and the flag actually went in behind the line of scrimmage by about,
maybe a yard
foot or two?
Maybe. Yeah, not far.
It's a right when Fleetwood made that cut. The flag came in. I'm assuming Salem will take the penalty, and they do.
Yep.
That'll move the ball back to about the 36-yard line. So first down, just about 20 from virtually the line of scrimmage.
True.
Might be 20 and a half.
Maybe.
Maybe. Casper hands that to Fleetwood, a little misdirection. Fleetwood dancing to the outside. Tyler's kind of caught flat-footed. He's down the sideline. He's going to score the touchdown. Fleetwood from 36 yards out, and Cabool gets on the board.
Once again, Stan, like we was talking about earlier, is that little misdirection stuff, and Salem over pursuits again, and then lets Fleetwood go to the far side of the field for the touchdown.
Minute and 54 seconds into the ball game. Fleetwood's a big kid. We don't have some of the stats on him, but
sure.
he's a big running back. And they're going to go for two here. They're going to give it to Fleetwood up the middle, and he's in pretty handily.
Yep.
So Fleetwood, with his size, just goes right up the middle, and he gets the 2-point conversion. And it's a quick 8-0 Cabool lead here. Just underway here at Salem. It is senior night.
Yep.
And again, it all came off of the onside kick that was recovered. Rick, I thought for sure I saw a flag go down because it looked like one of the Cabool players actually got over the 10-yard mark before the ball, and they cannot do that.
I thought that, like what you was talking about, and I think that's what Coach Barnes was looking at too. Is I thought the ball was actually touched on the before it went 10 yards, and then of course he went on 10 and went down, and that's where they put the ball down. But it looked to me like he grabbed that ball about the about 9.5 yards down the field.
But it was a charity hop. Definitely came up,
Yeah.
and no doubt about that. It sometimes you get the breaks, sometimes you don't, and that one definitely jumped up. And in all honesty, Gebecki just was running basically into his position. The ball came right up into his hands.
It did.
Like, hey, I'll take that.
Well, there wasn't nobody putting any pursuit on him, so
Right.
yeah.
So they may try
They may do it again. Yep.
And they are. They're going to try that onside kick again. And the Tigers have another trouble with it. And Cabool had it, dropped it, and they may have it again. And they do. Salem Tigers had it, lost it, and Cabool comes away with it again. And Rick, this time, Tigers did get a little bit more aggressive, but could not come away with it. And coming up with the onside kick recovery was number 11, Caleb Green. So the Bulldogs right at the midfield stripe have it again. Well, if you're on that front line, that ball takes a nice charity hop. You come up and get it.
You'll grab it, yeah.
And you can take off on the offensive side. You can take off down the field. The inside handoff to Owen Casper. Casper trying to turn that corner. Flag is down in the backfield. Casper turns the corner for about a 5-yard gain. But a flag is down in the backfield. That usually is holding.
Good call.
I went on a limb, man.
I figured you was out there, wasn't you? On that one?
Way out there. Well, that flag is actually 3 yards deep.
Yeah, you're right.
So it should end up being a 13-yard penalty. Cabool's already coming up to the line of scrimmage, but they're offside already, Rick. So throw another flag.
He only marked that 10.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did.
Okay.
Depends on the crew you get, Rick.
That's right. I was just looking at the placement of the flag just like you did.
Oh,
yeah.
So 1st and 20. As McCall goes back, hands that ball. Fleetwood again up the middle, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, drags a couple of Tigers with him and gets about 19. He'll be short of the first down. Fleetwood had a big hole up the middle, Rick. He danced right through it.
Yeah.
And then got touched about 5 to 8 yards down the field before Salem can bring him down. I'll give him 18 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd and 2. It's a big kid out there, and you're going to have to hit him early.
That's right.
To keep him from getting started. McCall handing it off to Fleetwood again. Another flag has gone down. Offside against the Salem Tigers, and that'll give them the first down, first penalty against Salem. So Cabool gets their third first down of this first quarter. Ball down to the 37-yard line. 9:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Green goes wide to the right side. McCall gets it, wants to throw. Looking deep down the field and going that way. Green's out there and just overthrew him. Caleb Green dancing down that sideline. Did a little out move and then tried to cut up the field. Did not fool Jamal back there. He was right with him.
He was right with him, yep.
Coming in, he was coming in from this side, and protecting on the other side was Cash Howard. But Jamal was coming from the middle part of the field toward the flag, and Cash was on the inside. So again, Green wide to the right side. And Doug Turpin to the left. In motion, Fleetwood inside handoff, big hole, and Fleetwood will get about 5 to about the 32-yard line. Yeah, they're going to spot him in a pretty good spot, give him 6 yards.
Okay.
Third down, we'll call it a short 4. Need to get to about the 27. Bulldogs with an 8-0 lead. Evan Counts goes in a slot. Green wide to the right. And that inside handoff, number 25, Casper. And Casper will get the first down and more to about the 23-yard line. That's a gain of about 7, maybe 8. Another first down for the Bulldogs. He came in, actually, he was almost in a tight end position and came in along the line of scrimmage and took the handoff. So Cabool showing a lot of different formations to the Tigers. Again, handoff to Fleetwood. I'm sorry, not to Fleetwood. Up the middle going Casper, and Casper goes in for the touchdown. The fake to Fleetwood, and from our angle, looked like it's going to give it to him. Instead, he gives it to Casper, and Casper from 23 yards out, and the touchdown.
Well, the hole opened up easy there, Stan. That was all you had to do was just take that, cut it back up one time, Stan, and right up the middle of the field he went. Nobody touched him.
So Casper with the good run. And it's 14-0. They again will go 4-2 with Casper and Fleetwood in the backfield. This time to Fleetwood, and he dances in for an easy 2 points. Well, right now, the misdirection of Cabool has the Salem Tigers scratching their heads, Rick.
Yeah, we got to, stay at home or fill the gaps, one or the other, Stan, because like I say, that's all they're going to do all night long. So it's it ain't like they're going to stop doing it. They're going to continue to do it until you stop it.
16-0 lead. Do want to remind everybody that we will be at Sullivan tomorrow night for Lady Tiger Volleyball. That game will be on Misha.tv. No, we're not trying to duck anything. Misha.tv is the only place that you can watch it tomorrow night. Or you can be at Sullivan. Admission price $6. It'll be Salem and St. Clair at Sullivan in volleyball district play. And because it takes a lot of sponsors to put us on the air, Rick, and we want to thank all those who do so. And right now, I want to thank our friends at J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. Just some of the great people.
Just a few of them.
Just a few of them,
That's right.
Just make it possible.
That's
we
right.
do appreciate all those who allow us to be here, bringing the game on KSMO Media, whether it be the video stream you're watching or listen to it on the radio. Will they do it 3 times in a row? Yep, they will. They'll try it, and this time the Tigers fall on it. Caleb Ingram got that one. He could run straight forward on that bounce,
Just
Rick.
pick it up and
he
go.
could have gone for a touchdown. Because the Cabool guys were running right by him.
Yeah.
But I'll take Smother in the ball right now.
I will. I agree. Yeah, should have given the ball back. Let's get on the ball. Let's try some offensive plays here.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, Stan.
All right, let's see if the Tigers can do something here now to have their first offensive possession. They're going to line up in an I. And Ingram did a great job of just making sure he had that ball.
Cunningham.
And he leads the block up the front, and Ray Cunningham with the carry.
Yep. It was a
He'll
nice
get
job.
a couple of yards.
Yep.
We may see some of these guys, Rick, be playing, maybe doing some different things from their normal position. Usually we see Caleb split way out. This time he was in tight in the slot.
Yep. Kind of in to help block on the inside, Stan.
Wyatt Campbell wide to the right side. And taking down is Caden Du Bois for a loss of 4. He no sooner got the snap, and Cabool came in with a blitz, getting in there quickly, number 31, Evan Counts. And he got in there, and they'll take down Du Bois. Only loss of 2, actually. Maybe 3, back to near the 50.
True.
Third and back to 10. For the Salem Tigers. Metcalf going wide to the left side, and Du Bois tried to pull it and then go on an option and got nowhere as Fleetwood got back there and yanked him down for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. 6:15 and counting here in the first quarter, 16-0 Cabool. And again, the offense, Rick, just no real solid blocking up front.
No, like I say, nothing there, and they just lined up in the gap stand and just come pin their ears out and come back after Salem.
Cabool was shooting the gaps with linebackers on blitzes those last 2 plays, and they got in the backfield easy. Nice kick by Jamal going back, fielding that ball with number 11, Graven. And Caleb Graven brings it back to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 16-0. Cabool on top. Tiger defense has got to figure something out here, Rick. They watch that misdirection.
Yep.
Of course, Fleetwood boy, like I said, he's a big kid, but you're going to have to take him down low.
Yeah, you got to get him. You got to get him stopped before he can get started. Stan, you're right.
He and Casper go in slots, and the inside handoff's going to be to Fleetwood, trying to turn to the outside, right up the middle, and Hovey got a piece of him. Actually tripped him up after a gain of 9. A couple other Tigers deeper got a little piece of him, including Toby Gilbert. Tigers got a lot of young guys out there, Rick. Second down and a yard to go. Cabool in their white jerseys with blue numbers, lighter blue pants. Salem in their navy blue uniforms with the white numbers, navy blue helmets. Basically a 2-by-2 in receiving pattern. In motion comes Fleetwood. Keeping it himself is the quarterback. Going to try and turn that corner and gets taken down after a gain of about 10. Nice run there by McCall. And another first down for Cabool. Got a little help from Fleetwood getting out, leading the block, and then McCall just took his time. Thought he might pitch it. He did have a pitch man out there, but after he got so far, you knew that wasn't going to happen.
True. Just turn it up and get the first down and go again.
Had a couple of yards to get it, so why not?
Yeah.
Out wide to the right side is Turpin and Graven. Inside handoff to Fleetwood to the outside, and again, Hovey takes him down at the 50-yard line, a gain of 5. Flag is down at the 45.
That's a pretty good throw by the official there, Stan.
Got a good arm.
He did, didn't he? And landed it right on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was good. That part was really good. I'm talking to Josh Owen. Another holding call against the Bulldogs, and they'll move them back again. 4:16 to go. We are in the first quarter, 16-0 Cabool. Bulldogs have use that inside handoff misdirection quite a bit tonight.
And they'll run it either direction, Stan. They don't, they'll go right side, they'll go left. It doesn't matter to them.
Fleetwood or Casper. Tigers with their 3-3, and that's again to Fleetwood. Big hole up the middle, and again, Tigers have to get him after it gets into the second level.
Yep.
Making that tackle, Salem Tigers, number 51, Rouse got down there. Got a freshman playing linebacker, and got a lot of young kids, man. So Turner wide to the left, back out wide to the right side goes Green, and they have a single setback. In motion, though, comes Casper, and the two running backs ran right into each other. And Fleetwood got hit hard for a loss all the way back to the 36-yard line. They collided dead head on. That's the hardest he's been hit tonight.
That is true. I agree with you there.
But he definitely wasn't expecting it,
No,
I can tell you that.
That was part of it.
Yeah.
He didn't expect that.
That's a loss of 13. I'm sorry, that's a loss of 7 or 8. Excuse me.
That's what we was talking about, getting before he gets started.
Oh, my gosh, yeah, that was interesting.
That was interesting.
That. Trips to the right side on 3rd down and 15, rolling that way is McCall. He wants to throw, fires it out. It is caught, and immediately getting hit on that far side. Look like number 11, and that is
Graven. Okay.
Yep. Gain of about maybe 4. Bring up 4th and 11. Metcalf drops back. 16-0 Bulldogs. I wouldn't be surprised if they faked
here,
this.
yeah.
They faked one at Cabool last year and got away with a first down. Snap is back, and the kick by Casper's good, and it's going to go inside the 25-yard line to about the 24. And that's where the Bulldogs will take it. Just about a 26-yard punt.
Yep.
And Salem will have the ball at their own 24-yard line. 1:49 to go, first quarter. Touchdown by Fleetwood of 36 yards. Casper followed it up with a 23-yarder. And it's 16-0 after a couple of two-point conversions, both by Fleetwood, by the way. Kind of call Fleetwood their fullback guy because he looks more like a fullback player.
Well, he's the bigger running back. No doubt about that.
And you would think he'd clear things out, but he's got some speed.
Yep.
Snap back to Du Bois, trying to get to the outside, looking for a block and didn't get one. Cunningham missed his block, and that man he was blocking came up, made the tackle. And a loss of 2.
That's Campbell.
That was Campbell.
Yep.
So 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Tigers on offense just trying to figure out something here. Du Bois flips it back to the outside, trying to find a little bit of running room and getting about 2, maybe 3 yards for the Salem Tigers. Looks like
Owens.
Owen.
Yep.
And 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs on top, 16-0. Metcalf wide to the left, Campbell wide to the right. In the eye. Du Bois wants to throw it. Does fire that. It's intercepted. Right at the 40-yard line. Bringing the ball back to the outside and trying to turn the corner for Cabool. I believe it was number 23.
Yeah, it was.
Turpin.
Yeah, it was Turpin.
Now, Turpin with the interception. On the pass by Du Bois. after Tigers kind of said they weren't going to pass too much tonight because it's been so inconsistent.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. I think Salem called timeout there, Stan.
Yeah, I think they did too. 20 seconds left to go first quarter. It's 16 for Cabool, nothing for Salem. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Well, Cabool with good field position. You know, Rick, Cabool started out with short field position every time. 2 onside kicks that they recovered. And now an interception. They had the ball inside the 30-yard line, about the 28. We'll call it that.
Yep.
And they're going to line up in a pistol with Fleetwood, the deep man. Call takes it, flips it back to Fleetwood. He wants to throw the ball deep downfield, wide open, and caught for the touchdown is Graven. A little flea flicker out there, and a 28-yard pass from Fleetwood to Graven, touchdown.
Way too easy, Stan. Wow. There's nobody back there with Craven. The Tigers bit on that one, Stan.
Big time. And the touchdown with 13 seconds to go. And they'll line up and go for 2 again, 22-0 Cabool. I don't think I quite expected this, Rick.
No, me neither.
Hand off to Fleetwood again. It's way too easy for the big man to go in for 2. It's 24-0 Cabool.
13 seconds here to go in the first quarter.
And a turnover immediately turns into points, and that has been a problem for Salem all year.
Yep.
We actually went back one game. We had 4 turnovers. They scored 4 times. And when you have that kind of turnover ratio, that just doesn't work.
No.
And I know Coach Barnes has tried everything he can. That there's nothing you can do about a turnover, except it kind of looked like Caden threw that ball kind of up for grabs. I didn't really see a Tiger player that close to where Turbin got the ball.
Yeah, the receiver, like you say, Stan, was about another 5 or 6 yards deeper than where the defender was, and the ball just didn't fluttered or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
it just didn't get out there.
Didn't have anything on it. It fell way short. So going back to kick, it'll be McCall, and they'll probably set it up for another onside kick.
He's not going to kick it very far.
They might kick it to the second level. They did that a few times. Remember, they did that one last year and got the onside kick, too, on the second level. And again, they try the onside kick. Salem comes up, falls on it. The Tigers at the 48-yard line of Cabool have the ball in good field position. Again, Ingram falling on that.
Yep.
But they have got to get some kind of blocking up there to get some kind of offense.
Got to get some offense here, Stan.
Bulldogs with a 24-0 lead with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'm assuming Salem Tigers probably are going to be in a negative yardage.
Here we are. Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the pistol, they'll hand that ball off, and absolutely getting killed is Cunningham. 5-yard loss.
Woo.
Ray got that ball, and there were 2 Bulldogs waiting for him.
Yeah. You're right, when he just did get the ball.
Yeah, he just got the ball.
He just got the ball.
And that'll do it for the first quarter for the Bulldogs. They have 24, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Find these great deals at K&H Auto Supply. Parts in a conventional oil, 5-quart size, and a microguard filter for $25.99. Free all-penetrating oil for $9.99. And True Fuel Premix 2-cycle fuel, 2 for $15. That's at K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Getting ready to start the second quarter here at Bill Schuchart Stadium. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt with you here on this final regular season night for 2022.
Yep.
And the Tigers will be off on the road in the first round of districts. We still don't know who.
Yeah, we don't know.
Got a couple of teams that are battling out for second and third in the district, and be interesting to see what happens there. Handoff and trying to turn the corner and trying to get some kind of yardage, fighting for it for the Salem Tigers was Wyatt Campbell.
Yeah, picked up about 1, Stan.
Yeah. And bring up 3rd and 12. Looked like when Wyatt got that inside handoff, Rick, he had a little bit of room. Unfortunately, it was the short side of the field.
Yeah.
And could not get far outside because there's a sideline.
Yeah. He tried to cut that ball back inside, and that was a nice tackle on the outside.
Campbell wide to the left side. And flags go down. Timeout called by Coach Barnes. With 11:22 to go in the half, 24 for Cabool. Nothing for the Salem Tigers. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Back at Bill Schuchart Stadium. More Salem Tiger football here in the second quarter. Don't forget tomorrow afternoon, the St. Louis Blues will be in Edmonton, take on the Oilers. 2:30 pregame show with Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale. And the game will get underway right after 3 o'clock. And then tomorrow night at 6:30-ish, Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball versus St. Clair. First round, their second round, actually a district play, as Salem got the bye. Du Bois tried to pull and go with the option play and actually dropped the football, had to jump on it. And that'll be a loss back to the 47-yard line of Salem, so it'll be 4th down and about 13. So again, the Tigers offense absolutely stagnant tonight. Yeah. Nothing out there. Caleb Graven will drop back for the punt by Metcalf. Metcalf will drop back to about his own 35. He's done a good job punting. He had a couple of blocks, but he's done some really good jobs at punting the ball. That's a good kick. And it's going to get inside the 5, inside the goal line. Just across the, got a good Salem Tiger bounce. Maybe a little too good. Salem Tiger bounce.
Yeah.
And Rick, that actually is a 53-yard punt.
True. And this is the worst field position for Cabool.
It's a 53-yard punt, but it only nets 33 because the ball went in the end zone.
True.
But,
that's
that's a good punt.
He got a good roll, but he got too good of a roll.
But the best thing he did, Rick, was angle it away from the receiver. So he could not field it in the air. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Braxton McCall, their backup quarterback. He's not their original quarterback. Trey Atkins had started the year at quarterback, but he went down with an injury. Snap comes back, the inside handoff. Casper trying to turn to the outside. Hans keeps spinning. Owen Casper gets about 6.
Okay.
To the 26-yard line. One thing we've seen about the Bulldog runner so far, Rick, because the first line of defense is not getting much
penetration.
done.
Yeah.
that by the time we get to the second line, they're looking for an opening.
Yeah,
I mean, they actually have time to find an opening.
Yeah, they're looking for green. That's what they're looking
sure
for,
are.
Stan.
You know, that doesn't always happen. So the Tigers up front four have got to start putting some pressure on Cabool. Again, here's Fleetwood to the outside, turning that corner, breaks one tackle, and he's still on his feet, breaks another tackle. He's across the 50-yard line, and he's taken down at the 48 of Salem. That's a 26-yard carry and a first down.
Okay.
He got to the outside, Rick, and once he did, there was one Tiger player got his hands on him, but basically he's just outrunning the Tiger coverage.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
So 1st and 10 ball, the Tiger, they spot him now at the 49, but that's okay.
Yep.
They're not changing anything. 1st and 10 in Tiger territory. A low snap and the ball on the ground, and they're fighting for it. I'm not sure who has it yet, as both McCall and a Tiger player fighting for it. It's Stokes, and it's going to be Cabool ball.
Well, it laid there for a long time, didn't it, Stan? It seemed like it did, yeah.
It always does,
It does.
Rick. When that ball falls out of your hands, you're like, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I can't get there.
I can't get there, yeah.
I'm frozen.
I mean, that's what it looked like. I can't get on that thing. Yeah.
You can reach your hands out, but your hands are still 3 feet away from the ball, you know. 2nd down, 15 to go after the loss on the fumble recovery by McCall. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side. Rolling that way is McCall, throwing it deep, and the ball is intercepted by the Salem Tigers. Pulling that one down for the Salem and coming away with it, number 21, Josh Owen. And that ball will be right at the 20-yard line. Owen with the interception, double coverage down there on their receiver. And Caleb Graven, who got the other touchdown when he was wide open, Rick, did not have quite the same.
Double coverage this time.
Well, the Tigers on offense looking for their very first down of the game with 8:30 to go in the half. Tigers go trips right. Metcalf wide to the left side. Ball is loose on the ground as Campbell tried to turn the corner. Cabool says they have it, and they do at the 16-yard line. Coming up with that ball, wearing number 50, and that's Jeff Kabicki. That's the second time he's recovered a ball. The first one was the onside kick.
True.
The Tigers fumbled the ball. That's their second turnover, this time, though, deep in Salem Tiger territory. Brady Byerly started to come in the game and then went back out. Byerly, one of their running backs, a senior. Again, trips to the left. They may try and do it the other way this time.
That's right. Yep.
Fleetwood a single setback. They give it to him up the middle. Fleetwood down to about the 10, maybe the 9. He'll be short of the first down by about a yard. Second, no. They moved him back a little bit. Well, not really. They gave it a good spot on the fumble recovery, Rick. That ball was closer to the 20-yard line. They moved it up to the 17. That's why I was looking at that ball. I said, really? Whoa. They spotted him? No, they spotted him at the 9. They bring up 2nd down and 2 instead of 1. Boy, that's not where that ball was recovered.
True.
McCall in the gun, takes it himself up the middle, and he's got the first down, a gain of right around 3 yards. He'll get down close to the 6. So the Bulldogs yet another first down. That is their 7th of this first half. 7:20 and counting, 24-0 Bulldogs. Touchdowns by Fleetwood and Casper on the ground, and then Graven on a 28-yard pass from Fleetwood on a little flea flicker.
Wide open.
Wide open. Well, we know Fleetwood's a lefty.
Yeah,
that we do know.
And he can throw the football.
And he did. He laid that ball out there.
He did lay it out there. Yeah, he did.
Again, single setback, Fleetwood in the slot is Casper. Inside handoff to Casper. Casper up the middle, and he's very close to it being in. He is in. Touchdown from the 6-yard line for Casper, his second touchdown. At the 6:46 mark of the second quarter. Nothing fancy.
Nope.
It's the same thing that they've been doing
run
since
this way or
they
run
got
this
their
way.
original onside kick.
Yeah.
They just have the guy coming in off in a slot, or they could have him coming in off a wing. Now they're in double slot. Again, Casper on the inside handoff. Tigers can't keep him out. He is in for the 2-point conversion. Same play, basically.
True.
A little bit deeper down on the wing this time,
Yep.
but 32-0, our score. So a 6-yard run by Casper, his second touchdown of the game. And the Salem Tigers offense after the fumble, Rick, again, another turnover, another score.
Yep.
And that has been a little bit of a bugaboo.
Yep. Yep.
32-0, our score. The Salem Tigers will be on the road for their first round of district play. Looks at this stage, we are still guessing.
We're guessing, yeah.
It could be St. Clair or Owensville. It will be at one of those two locations, more than likely.
More than likely, yeah.
Come Friday night next week.
Looks like Sullivan is probably going to win the district, Stan, and that looks like they're going to draw a bye in the first round. So Salem will play either, whichever one comes up at number 2. And like I say, they're real close in points between St. Clair and Owensville. I think St. Clair right now has got like a 3-point lead on Owensville going into tonight's contest.
So Salem Tigers will be the last seed.
Yeah.
And because right now, even if they come back and win this game, because Cabool is a smaller school,
True.
they will not get
Get
bonus
anything.
points,
Yeah.
so they could overjump the next team. Kick comes down the field, getting over there quickly is Metcalf, and he slides out of bounds at the 19. Owen, excuse me.
Was that Owen?
That was Owen.
Okay. Yeah, somebody get on that. I don't care who.
Well,
somebody get on that. Yeah.
That's the thing. When you only put one back there, knowing that they can do the onside kick, if they do kick it down the field, Rick,
you got to get over there. You got to get
and
there.
If that ball is spinning or bouncing,
yeah,
you got
to get over there. Yeah.
Well, it's been all Bulldogs here in this first half, 32-0. But their defense is what's been impressive to me. Yeah, I knew they could run the ball a little bit, but they have shut down Salem totally. Even better than Mountain View did last week. Back to Du Bois. Quick throw out is high. It's intercepted. And Turbin's going to take it in for a pick 6. A 20-yard pick 6 by Turbin. And it's 38-0. That ball was way overthrown.
Way overthrown. You're right, Stan.
And with the 6:35 mark, just 11 seconds later, it was, I'm sorry, I said Turbin. It was Caleb Graven. He's got the touchdown, number 11. 20-yard INT return. Third turnover for the Salem Tigers. 2 interceptions and a fumble. And if you can say you're making a bad situation worse, you just did.
True.
Hand off to Fleetwood. Fleetwood extra effort. He's very close. I don't think he made it. Fleetwood got really close. Salem got him around the 2. He was able to push forward, but just couldn't get in the end zone.
I thought he was going to back in, Stan, the way it was going there. It looked like he had turned around backwards, and he almost had to push that in backwards.
So the Tigers' second turnover that pretty much turned into an immediate touchdown.
Yep.
We watched that happen on the Fleetwood play after the fumble. And here on the interception, a pick 6. And Cabool with 6:35 to go in the half, lead it 38-0. Well, don't forget Lady Tiger volleyball tomorrow night, about 6:35, 6:40. We expect probably closer to 6:45 before the match gets underway. It's the second match of the night.
Yep.
As Owensville will take on Sullivan at 5 o'clock, and then the Salem Tigers take on St. Clair. And they say about 6:30. I'm figuring it's going to be closer to 6:45 or so.
Yeah.
Remember, it is the second round of districts Salem is in. And if they should move on to play in the district championship. The ball comes loose again. Who's going to fall on it on that ball? And Cabool says it's theirs. And it is. It's Cabool ball. Coming up with it is Brady Byerly on the turnover. Ball came down in the hands of the Tiger player. He got hit right away. Ball came loose. And Rick, Cabool has just smothered Salem here tonight.
And anything they want to do, Stan, you're right. They've done it.
Well, another fumble by the Tigers. That's their second fumble. They've had 2 interceptions. Has not been a very pretty game for the Tigers. Not at all. Casper goes wide to the slot to the left. Back the inside handoff, and Fleetwood dives forward for a gain of a yard.
Lost his balance coming through there, didn't he, Stan?
He almost turned over like a
thought he was going to do a somersault or something. I didn't know.
Or cartwheel or something out
yeah.
there. 6:15 and counting. 38-0 Bulldogs. They have the ball to Salem Tiger 42. Second down 10. Call the snap. Fleetwood a handoff. Hard run up the middle. He's going to get the first down to around that 31-yard line. A gain of 10.
Okay.
And a first down for Cabool. Their 8th of this first half. Well, Fleetwood's he's just getting a running start at those holes, Rick. Man, he is on fire.
Well, like I say, he's not even being touched, Stan, until he gets, into that second level. He's 6-7 yards down the field before anybody even gets a hand on him.
Or does a cartwheel down the field. We saw that, too.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't put his hands down and just keep going on the cartwheel.
Giving it himself is McCall up the middle. McCall still on his feet. Gets to about, right near the 24-yard line. He'll bring a gain of about 6. They actually mark him closer to 23, a game of almost 7. It'll be second down, a short 3. 4:50 and counting here in this first half. 38 for the Bulldogs. They've scored 5 times here in this first half. One a pick 6 and the other a flea flicker right after a Tiger turnover. McCall gets it, and the inside handoff goes nowhere. Salem read that one.
Finally, yeah.
And they finally shut down that inside running game as Casper got taken down after a loss of about 3.
I think it was Wyatt Martin, Stan, that came up and made the stop.
Sapah was out there too, Gavin.
Yeah. Martin was in there.
We got a lot of little younger guys, Rick, that are making their varsity, debuts, and here in the last couple of weeks. And the score doesn't look the way you want it to, but they've got to get in and learn what it's all about.
Yep.
And usually, when you're first learning how to play, it's not always that pretty.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Waiting for it, McCall. And now their lineman, Jeff Gabati, just got knocked over. Going to be against Salem for offsides. For Salem, that is their second penalty. Each has been 5 yards. Cabool's had 3. Each of them are holding.
The chain game was moving for a first down, Stan.
Whoops.
They're calling it the first down. They're going to give them the first down.
Seriously.
Wow. Yeah.
Fleetwood breaks 2 tackles, trying to get to the outside. The Tigers corral him after a gain of 3. Fleetwood did a lot of running for just a little bit of yardage.
Yeah.
Ingram out there was part of that. They got him down. There's a couple other guys on the far side of the field. Can't really tell who all was part of that.
True.
With 3:21 to go in the half, 38-0 Bulldogs. So again on the farther side of the field, away from the press box. Calling a long count, gets it, hands that ball off to Casper up the middle, and Casper gets into that second level. Gets hit pretty hard right around the 13-yard line. He'll be shy of that first down and bring up third and about 2. 2:45 and counting here in the first half. Casper with a couple of touchdowns on the ground, and Raven with the interception return for a score. We've seen a flea flicker. We've seen about a lot of different things in this game.
True.
Up the middle, McCall all the way in for the touchdown.
Nope.
No, he dropped the ball. He went down with the ball first, and Salem comes away with it. Rick, I thought he was going to be able to get in the end zone. He got tripped up and came down with it, and the ball popped loose. I swear he was going to go in for the touchdown. I saw him go up, but not the case.
Wow.
So that the fumble gives the Salem Tigers the ball.
I couldn't tell who reached in there, stand and knocked that ball out.
Yeah,
It was
I could not either.
such a distance for us, but I was trying to get a number of see who reached in there and knocked that ball out.
So Salem comes away with the fumble recovery at their own 3-yard line. They're right up against it. They flip it outside, trying to turn that corner, break up the middle. Nice run to the outside, and getting to the 21 is Owen with a gain of about 6. So Josh Owen got a little bit of an opening there, Rick. A 6-yard gain, second down 4. Ball out near the 10-yard line. One of the few positive plays. Salem was able to get that one. Nice pitch out to Josh. Took it in stride and got that hole. Down to 150 to go here in this first half. It's been all Bulldogs here in this SCA contest. Stokes wide to the left side. Tigers up the middle, getting a little bit of yardage as Hovey gets it across the 15, still on his feet. He'll get across the 20. That young man just doesn't want to quit.
Nope.
13-yard gain and a first down for Hovey. He looked like all but got him down, but he laid on the Cabool player, Rick, and then rolled back over for another 4 yards. That's just smart football.
Yeah, I'm not down.
Absolutely. Salem's first down of the half. They've got one. Ball at the 21-yard line. Reuben Hovey. He's going to be a player right there. Flip it back to the outside to Owen, trying to turn that corner. He's going to bounce around and gain maybe 2 yards over there. I got kind of lost in the blue uniforms on the bench as well as at the sideline. So gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. We're under a minute left to go in the half. 38-0. Cabool on top. It is senior night here at Salem. The band members will be saluted here at halftime. That handoff trying to turn that corner is Campbell. He's going to get taken down around the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard or so for Wyatt. And a timeout called by the Bulldogs with 33 seconds to go in the half. With the score, Cabool 38, Salem nothing. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Thank you for being with us on KSMO Media for Salem Tiger football all season long. I want to thank you for being part of our broadcast, whether you're listening in or watching on video stream. Again, thanks for doing so, whether you're listening in or watching on Twitch or YouTube or on our KSMO Stream Facebook page or on AM 1340 or FM 95.7. Lots of different ways. So you can check out Tiger Sports right here on KSMO Media. Again, we appreciate you. 38-0. Cabool. Salem Tigers face with a third at just about 10. High snap to Campbell on a direct snap, and Campbell has a shirt tug, and he's going to go down for a 2-yard loss. Nice tackle by Casper. He got a hold of his jersey, wouldn't let go, and Wyatt couldn't escape. And the Tigers will punt.
They don't have to.
And I'm surprised, though. The Cabool called a timeout last time, Rick, and they didn't this time.
Nope.
And Salem can just let the clock run out and not have to punt. Not something that Mountain View did last week when they kept trying to extend that halftime and try and get another score. So we play the first half here at Salem. It's been all Cabool in this first half as they lead it here at halftime by a score of 38-0. And Rick, I know the season's been a tough one for the Salem Tigers, and tonight has been definitely a very rough night for Salem. And it's just you hate to see Tigers so dejected at halftime, but they just aren't making any plays out there whatsoever. Yeah. And the blocking hasn't been good, the tackling hasn't been good, and there's just not a lot of positive to really say about the way the Tigers have played here in this first half. Of course, we had another half of football, but they, without having that much success on offense, except at Willow Springs.
True.
The only night you weren't there.
I missed that one.
Yeah. Tigers had a pretty good offensive night. So it is going to be halftime. The senior members of the band will be recognized here at halftime, and they'll put on their halftime show. They'll be in competition, I believe, again tomorrow. I do not know where. Haven't been able to keep up on all the band competitions, but if you get a chance to go see our marching band, I highly recommend you do so. Gannon Craig, the new band director this year, has done a really good job with the squad. And if you got a youngster that's in 7th or 8th grade and they're thinking about being in a band, have them talk to Mr. Craig. And I think they're going to be very enlightened by Gannon. He's a real good guy, and he really he's all about the kids, and that's what it's all about when it comes to the band and how they can be involved and get things done. So we are at halftime, 38-0 Cabool. We'll take a 3-minute break. We are going to come back to the Bill Schuchart Stadium right after that break and give you some information right here at halftime here on KSMO Media. Back in 3 minutes. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For your surprisingly great race, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We are back at halftime as the Salem Marching Blue is put on a show. We had a chance to watch a little bit of that as we are also checking out some of the replays and on our KSMO media screen. But we wanted to listen in a little bit as the Marching Blue finished up a little part of their presentation here. We don't often get a chance to watch the band, Rick. And it's
No, we
a little bit refreshing to do so, and I know they're going to be saluting their seniors. And let's go ahead and do that. I know in Tiger Talk, for those who may not have been with us at that time, Coach Barnes did salute the guys on the team that are our football seniors. And, again, so we want to touch a little bit on that. Cole Corson. Cole has been a major part of the line all year long. Gregory Stone. Easton May has been out all year with his knee injury, and so we sorely missed Easton.
Yep.
He definitely was probably, I think, the heart and soul of this team even last year. Yep. With the way he played. Of course, we had some great guys last year that were seniors that complimented Easton, but he was kind of designated the leader coming into this year, and unfortunately, the knee surgery did him in for the year. Caleb Ingram has done a good job all year long of being a receiver, and also every now and then he'll get one of those inside handoffs too. And Josh Owen has been a running back and has been playing free safety for the Salem Tigers. Sam Henderson, kind of one of those core guys that gives you everything when he gets a chance to play. He's a special teamer. And, you get those guys like Gregory Stone, Sam Henderson. They may not get all the headlines, Rick, but they're out here every practice. They're working hard.
Yep.
They're doing the job they need to do to help everybody learn a little bit more. Let the coaches show people what they're doing. Those guys are just as much an integral part as anybody else on the team.
They are.
They may not get the headlines, but again, a big thank you to those Salem senior players that have made it through to this final home regular season game. Also cheerleaders, we talked about it. I talked with Coach Barnes about that today. A lot of times cheerleaders get overlooked because they have to practice every day.
Yeah,
they go through a lot of different routines, and they do a lot of hard work. And they're doing a lot of, sometimes those pyramids and things that they climb up, hey,
give them credit. Give them credit.
But they do. They put on a good show, and they try and get the crowd going. Yadira Blanco, one of those seniors tonight. Kyla Cochran, Keely Land, Hannah Brookshire, and Aiden Brooks. I want to thank all of them for being part of the cheer squad this year and helping out here at the football game. So, again, kudos to them. And then the band, as we mentioned, some seniors, Ashton During, Kip Harris, Reagan Toten, Kat Logsden, and Allison Leach. So congratulations
to all seniors.
All these guys, and not only the seniors, Rick, but also their parents.
That's right.
And their guardians, or whoever gets them to the practices, gets them to the competitions, make sure they get things done, help raise the funds. for the uniforms, for the instruments, and different things of that nature. Again, a big thank you to everyone involved in those extracurricular activities. They don't come easy.
No, they don't.
They don't come easy. And right now, as we mentioned, with Salem Marching Blue, they're doing a little bit of what I call lateral dancing with those instruments. That's hard to do because you're going between other people with trumpets and bass drums, and yeah, it gets you can get a little hairy in there with that tuba. Trust me, you can buy the guy with the tuba.
Give me some room.
Give me a little room. That's right. But they've done a really nice job putting on a show, and of course we tip our cap to them for the fine effort that they have put out this year. And again, band director Gannon Craig, and all the great work that they are doing, and again, reestablishing the band.
That's right.
It's always interesting to see when you make a change in band directors. We're kind of talking about it, and I saw some people out there that said, "Well, we hope we get more members in the band." It will be there.
It will.
They have to know. I mean, when you get the change in directors, people don't know the new guy coming in. And Gannon's from Salem, so he went to the school.
Yeah, he's done this.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows all about Mr. Frederick, and we've had some great band directors in the past, and you know, when you have those guys and people really buy into what they're doing, they don't want them to leave, and then when they maybe get a better job offer somewhere, maybe they get a chance to go home to their school and do what they want to do. You take that opportunity, but you leave behind a family, and that family is of musicians that they practice together, they work together, they get in the band room together, and when they're trying to put together a sound, I kind of say mesh a sound together, it melts together and then it becomes one sound.
Yeah, you've got to put it all together.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it be band, football, volleyball, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
A lot of credit goes out to the seniors, but also all the kids are involved, and hopefully a lot more will be involved. Well, it is halftime, 38-0, Cabool on top. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break and come back with those stats for you from the first half right here on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get them a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Healthy Dane County and Titan Paving and Drainage present Casino Night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory on Saturday, November 5th. Blackjack, craps, roulette, and Texas Hold'em. Each person receives $10,000 in gaming cash for prizes to draw for at the end of the night. Advance tickets are on sale now. Dress in Kentucky Derby attire to add a little more fun to the event. Enjoy a night of professional casino action and fun while supporting your local community. For more information, call 729-8163.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Welcome back to Bill Schuchart Stadium as the senior members of the band are being introduced. Let's go over some stats in the first half. Rick, it's been all Cabool Bulldogs here in the first half, and they all got to start out with recovering of an onside kick to start the game, and then they recovered a second one to start the game.
Sure.
And I mean, it doesn't get off to a much worse start than that, except you gave up touchdowns on both of those
Both possessions. Yeah, you're right, Stan. We'll start out with the Salem Tigers here tonight. The leading carrier, Stan, is going to be Ruben Hovey. Stan, he had one carry for 13 yards. Josh Owens had 3 carries for 11 yards. Caden Du Bois had 3 carries for minus 10 yards. Wyatt Campbell had 4 carries for minus 4 yards. And Ray Cunningham had 2 carries for minus 1. So Salem Miss ended up on the positive side of 9 yards of rushing in that first half.
Wow, and that's just not enough offense. Rick, they had one first down to go along with that. And unfortunately for the Tigers, just never really got any offensive, jolt or bolt or thunder.
Just the 13-yard run
clash.
by Hovey,
Yeah,
and that
nothing.
was, yeah.
That and the one by Owen. And we really only
Yep.
had 2 really good runs in that first half. But for the Cabool Bulldogs, a little bit different story.
That's a little bit different story, Stan. Their leading carrier tonight is going to be number 40, Tyler Fleetwood. Stan, he's got 15 carries for 142 yards. Owen Casper had 8 carries for 54 yards. And Braxton McCall had 5 carries for 30 yards. So they ended up with 226 yards on the ground in this first half.
And let's qualify that too, Rick. Cabool had short fields.
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah.
We're talking about 49 yards on their own side of the field or 48 yards on the Salem side of the field. They had a pick 6. That's no offensive stat there at all.
That's right. Yep.
And then they also had a ball that recovered at the 18-yard line and they scored on.
Yeah.
And an interception they scored on right after the interception on one play drive from the pass.
Yeah.
So, that was from, 26? 28 yards out.
Yeah.
So, not a lot of field out there. But they've been able to accommodate. That's a pretty good accomplishment of getting that many yards on short field.
In short field, yeah, too. And Braxton McCall, Stan, he put the ball up 4 times and for 7 yards. And then we seen the trick play with Tyler Fleetwood. He put the ball up 1 time for 28-yard pass to Caleb Graben. Stan, for so they ended up with 261 total yards in this first half.
Cabool had 8 first downs. Salem Tigers finished with 1. Cabool did throw an interception. And then they also had a fumble. The fumble, they were going in for another touchdown, and somehow a tackle by the Tiger. The man went up in the air. Ball came out. Salem was able to recover it down at about the 4-yard line. But the Tigers, unfortunately, had 4 turnovers. 3 of those ended up in the end zone, Rick.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's what you say, the old bugaboo all year long.
It has been. They just have not been able to come up with that big defensive stand on a consistent basis right after they are able to, if they have a turnover, where they can turn that momentum around. And that's been there all year long. It's just been a very tough situation. But 4 turnovers, and when 3 of them end up in the end zone, plus 2 onside kicks, one of which Salem actually had their hands on. Didn't even classify that as a fumble.
Sure.
But nonetheless, it's been all Bulldogs here in the first half. They lead at 38-0. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back and get ready for the second half. We'll go over the scoring at that time when we return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Find these great deals at K&H All Supply. Parts in a conventional oil, 5-quart size, and a microguard filter for $25.99. Free all-penetrating oil for $9.99. And True Fuel Premix 2-cycle fuel, 2 for $15. That's at K&H All Supply right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Getting ready to start the second half here. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt, bringing you Tiger football on KSMO Media. And, of course, again, we do remind you, we have Lady Tiger Volleyball tomorrow night on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7, and on KSMOradio.com. We'll also put it on our Facebook page, but it will be audio streams only. Audio streams only. If you want to watch the video presentation, you will have to go to mshsaa.tv, and you will have to pay. This is not our rules. Any district play and any playoff games, you'll have to do that. Now, they will be at Sullivan. That's an hour away. So come on out, support your Lady Tigers if you get a chance to. $6 admission charge at Sullivan for those 6 years of age and above. So Lady Tigers taking on the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs earlier this year. Salem did beat them at home. So hopefully they can do it again and move forward to that final game in district play. And that would be Monday night at 6 o'clock at Sullivan. Let's look at the scoring in this one. It all started out in the first quarter when the Cabool Bulldogs kicked off the Salem Tigers, and they have been known to do onside kicks, and that's how they do that a lot. They start the game that way. They do it after touchdowns. They just like to do the onside kicks. It does give if you get the ball, you've got good field position, but if they get the ball, they've got the ball and good field position. In this case, it was the Bulldogs getting the ball in the first onside kick, and then it was 3 running plays, and it was Fleetwood going in from 36 yards out at the 10:06 mark. And I'll tell you what, Tyler Fleetwood has really been running well tonight, and a 2-point conversion by Fleetwood made 8-0. Then Bulldogs did another onside kick. This one, Salem Tigers got their hands on it. It got knocked away. There was a little collision right about at the 10-yard mark that looked like it was interference. No flag down. Cabool gets the ball, and 4 plays later, Casper, 23-yard run. Fleetwood's 2-point conversion good, 16-0. And then still in the first quarter with 13 seconds left, it was Graven after that interception. Rick, we talked about the interception. 28-yard pass from Fleetwood on the flea flicker, and then Fleetwood's 2-point conversion at the end of 1 quarter of play. It was 24-0. Then in the second quarter, Tigers played a little bit better. Still couldn't get the offense going, but the defense did play a little bit better. Did force a punt, and unfortunately, though, they gave the ball right back on a fumble. And Casper goes in from 6 yards out after the fumble at the 18-yard line. 2-play drive, and they end up making it a 32-0 game as Casper then got the 2-point conversion at the 6:46 mark. And then just 11 seconds later, after the Tigers got the ball deep in their own zone, as they kicked the ball off this time and went deep with it, and a good play by Owen to get over there and recover the ball. But unfortunately, Caden DuBois threw an interception to Graven right at the 20-yard line. He picked it off, walked in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion failed. 38-0 our score here. So as we talk about those turnovers just being just killers, 28-yard pass came on the first play after the turnover. The interception, that interception was by Casper, and then the pass from Fleetwood right on the money to Graven. He was the only one out there.
Yeah,
he was absolutely wide open. Yeah. So Salem See, once they saw Fleetwood get the ball, they started coming up, and they left it wide open. So Cabool will take the ball to start this second half. We will have a running clock, by the way. And Stokes, who's been kicking it off all year, he'll get another crack at this one. For the first time tonight, he'll kick off. Craven is the deep man down the middle, and ball kicked well. He takes it down. It falls down at the 13-yard line. So Craven had to go over to his left, field the ball, and as he did, he lost his balance.
Kind of slid on that catch, didn't he?
And Caleb, he's a senior. Tried to spin out of it, but unfortunately for him, his knee or side of his leg touched down. 1st and 10, Bulldogs back at their own 12-yard line.
Their worst field position, huh, Stan?
Of the game.
Of the game.
Starters are still in the ball game. McCall hands that ball off to Casper, and Casper will get out to about the 15-yard line, cross over to about the 16. Went off the left tackle, and he'll pick up about 4. Owen came up, met him head on. Cunningham got in there. A couple of Tigers becoming a part of it. Turbin wide to the left side. 2 receivers to the right. Running outside is the quarterback getting some running room, and he'll be taken down after getting the first down right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of almost 15 yards. Let's see where they spot him. Make it 13, Rick.
Okay.
But a first down for the Bulldogs as Braxton McCall just went around the end. It was nothing fancy about it. He just took it. Got a great block from his tight ends and his 2 receivers out there. Was able to pick up the first down.
Yep. They just kind of stayed with the blocks, and he just kind of stayed with them, Stan. He didn't try to outrun them.
So now 3 receivers to the left side. Let's see if they reverse their field. Ball to the 29-yard line from the far hash mark. And this inside handoff to Fleetwood. Breaks a tackle, and he'll get up to about the 34. There'll be a gain of about 5. And there is a player down. They stop play.
Yep.
But he's able to get up on his own.
He probably will have to come out.
Oh, yeah, he'll have to check out. So Cole Corson, who's senior out there, because they stopped the clock, he will have to take a play out.
Yep.
Looked like he just got dinged a little bit, was a little
dinged
slow
up.
getting up, but got up on his own power, and that's always a good thing to see. Turbin wide to the right side, the only receiver out there. They'll go back to the left, flip it out there. It is caught, and the Tigers are pretty much all over that one as Josh Owen came up, made the tackle as they flipped it out to a new receiver, number 31, Evan Kuntz. Did you have Kuntz down before?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Well, then fine. About a 2-yard gain, third, just about 3, or maybe call it a long 3. They do need to get almost to the 40-yard line. Single setback, double wing formation. We've seen them run out of this formation all night long, and they're going to do it again. They're going to hand that ball off, and the same result. Nice tackle by the Salem Tigers on the far side. Did I see a flag fly in there?
Yes, you did.
I thought I did.
Another holding penalty, looks like, Stan.
Yep. It would be enough for the first down if Salem would decline the penalty. But it looks like they are talking to Josh Owen. I think he's going to accept them.
He did.
So the penalty will take the ball back.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, Stan.
Yeah, I'm not getting that one, Rick. Well, they did throw the flag ahead of the play.
Yeah.
So they're going to give them the yardage for the first down, then move it back 10. So that was a gain of 4. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. McCall wants to throw it deep down the sideline, and the man cannot catch up to it. Craven was out there. being chased there by Salem Tigers. Good coverage out that way by Jamal Metcalf. Putty overthrew the man.
Yep.
Kind of threw that one sidearm.
Kind of slung that out there,
Yeah,
didn't he? I mean, it didn't look right.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a very awkward throw.
First
They'll bring
punt.
a 4th down. They're going to punt. Tiger defense, hold them. Here, a little help from a penalty.
Yep.
Casper, a bad snap, gets the punt, just gets it off. Tigers are back there waiting for it. Metcalf will not touch it. The ball will get touched down at the 19-yard line. That's where Salem will take over. 1st and 10 with 7:18 and counting here in the third quarter.
Put that on 31, Stan.
Wow. Put the ball at the 31, like Rick said. And that's where Salem will take over first. And, you know, whoever was painting this week didn't paint this week.
Well, it looks dim, doesn't it?
Oh, it's really dim. You know, well, we haven't got any rain, so it's not like it washed off.
I don't think it will. Yeah, it shouldn't have. Yeah.
No, but it is a little dim.
Yeah.
That and this window that's not real.
It's a little bit dim too, right? Yeah.
All right, Tigers on offense. Let's see if they get something started here. Nice big burst up the middle. Salem Tigers get about 4 yards on that run. Nice carry on the Tigers by Mr. Hovey.
Yep.
He started out the year running back for Owen, who was in concussion protocol at that time.
Yep.
He picks up nice 6. I'll move him all the way out. That's a pretty good spot for Ruben.
Yep.
To the 37-yard line. He has that low center of gravity.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I like that low running style that he has, Stan. And when he gets started, he gets a heavy load out there.
Yeah, he needs about a step and a half, but once he gets that step and a half, Rick, watch out.
Yeah.
Hand off to Owen in the backfield. He's able to turn it upfield and get near that 30-yard line or 40-yard line to where it's about going to be 3rd and 1. A little extra effort there by Josh to pick up a couple extra yards.
Let's get that first down here.
He got his uniform tug on there by number 53, and that is Braden Lorcher.
He had a hold
jersey.
He had a hold of him.
Yeah, he did.
Josh kept digging, though, as much as he could.
Yeah, trying to move forward. Tigers back in that I formation, 3rd and 1. Hand off to Hovey at the middle. Spinning move, gets away and gets the first down, still on his feet to the 50-yard line. A gain of 11. Ruben hit that hole, got hit, spun out of that tackle. Then he did another Robin Williams and spun out of that one at about the 45, and he gets the first down out to the 50-yard line.
Lost his shoe in the effort, too, Stan. He had to check out.
Everybody's losing their shoes on this field.
We seen that at halftime, too, didn't we?
The band, it seemed like 8 guys lost their shoes. But
nice run by Hovey.
That was a nice play.
Yeah.
They'll spot him at the 49. That was a great run by Ruben. I'd really love to see that effort. 1st and 10. They flip it back to Owen. He has some running room. Gets to the outside, and he gets the first down to the 40-yard line of Cabool. Turn that corner.
Yep.
Back-to-back first downs for the Salem Tigers.
Nice run. Just took the pitch stand and went to the left.
And I know some people are out there saying, oh, Cabool's got their second team in. No, they do not.
No.
This is the same team they had out there before. 1st and 10. They flip it the other way. Trying to turn upfield. Owen, who got hit right in the head. And a little pile driver there at the end of that by Braxton McCall. Surprised there's no flag on that one, Rick. He grabbed him around the head and then kind of drove his head into the ground.
What was the flag here on, Stan?
I don't know. Holding Salem?
Against Salem, yep.
And they will move it back.
Yep. From the line of scrimmage, looked
well,
like.
it gained 2 yards, so they'll move it back. But they actually threw that ball at the line, or flag at the line of scrimmage.
True.
So for the Salem Tigers, their 3rd penalty. And we'll make it 1st and 20. 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Clock is running. Inside handoff, trying to turn that corner, and getting thrown down is Hovey by Casper. He'll get a couple of yards. That's a heck of a play by Casper to grab him. Hovey was all but by him. He was able to grab his jersey, and that's what he yanked him down by. Gain of 2, second and 18.
If he doesn't make that tackle, Stan, I would say
There's nobody out
there was nobody left out here.
Nobody out there. Craven, who is the DB on that side, had gone to the middle. And so Casper at the linebacker position, he was it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was it.
Inside handoff, trying to turn that corner and getting a little extra yardage is Owen. He'll get about 4. Get knocked out of bounds at the bench. Official out there kind of waving the clock to stop. Rick, like, no, don't think so, dude. Head official kept telling Clay, keep it going.
Keep going.
Yeah. Third down and 14. Gain of 5.
Yeah.
About 5.
Yeah, I gave him 5.
4 or 5. We'll do the 5.
Yep.
Third down and 14. 1:50 to go. Third quarter. It's 38-0 Cabool. Put that pass out to Owen in full motion, trying to get to the outside. Unfortunately, just couldn't get there. And Cabool stops him after a yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down and 13. Well, Salem's got nothing to lose, but go for it.
Yep.
Looked like Josh would have been better off to head outside.
Bounce that. Yeah, I wanted to bounce that
further.
Right. Yeah.
Looked like he may have seen something, decided to try and cut inside, Rick, but there was a lot of room out to the outside.
Yeah, I wish he'd have stayed out there. Yeah. I think he was trying to cut off that block, Stan, and come to the inside of the block when he had the better angle was to go to the outside.
4th down, still about 12 and a half. Du Bois under center. Turns around inside handoff, and running is Hovey, and Hovey will get about 6. Won't be enough for a first down. It'll take the ball inside the 40 to the Cabool 37-yard line. Well, that's a somewhat nice drive, and now they stopped the clock. I didn't see why. I still don't know why. Why did they stop the clock?
I don't either. I mean, not on a change of possession, yeah.
Well, they did, and now they unstopped the clock.
Huh. Okay.
No, they still haven't started the clock. I have no idea, Rick.
Me neither.
Bulldogs back out there. They flip it to Craven, trying to get around to that outside corner, and he's going to turn that corner, and he's going to go for a touchdown. A hold on the outside against Ingram not called, and Craven will take it all the way from the 37-yard line. 63-yard run and the touchdown on that inside flip. That's a pass. That's a pass.
Okay.
So 63-yard pass. They stopped the clock again, Rick.
Yeah, on the score. They should. Yeah. I agree with you.
You're not going to stop it. You're going to stop it for change of possession.
True.
So Craven, his second touchdown. This one, a 63-yard pass from McCall. Yeah, that was a forward pass there. Flip to the outside, going for the two-point conversion. It's incomplete as McCall tried to flip it out there to Casper, and ball knocked away. 44-0, Cabool over the Salem Tigers here in the third quarter with 31 seconds to go. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Well, welcome back. We have 31 seconds left to go, third quarter, 44-0. Cabool after the 63-yard pass from McCall. That pass is all of, what, a foot?
Maybe just a little flip.
Check it out, one of those little flip Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
Flip forward, but that's a pass.
It is. Yeah, it's
and,
forward. If he drops it, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass. So they line up again with McCall looking for that onside kick. Instead, he kicks it down the sideline. That ball's still live, and it comes dead. Nice pickup there by Owen. Gets around one man, then gets forced out of bounds. Right at the 35-yard line. The clock will roll down.
It should be the end of the third here, Stan.
I would think, Rick.
I would too.
Down to 10 seconds. Salem is just getting into the huddle right now. And so we have played 3 quarters here at Salem. Our score, Cabool 44, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Welcome back, Bill Schuchart Stadium. Again, we want to thank all the sponsors all year long that made it possible for us to bring you Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media. That includes J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, the Hometown Mechanical, and our Line by Design Chiropractic. Without those people, and of course our scorebook sponsor, Ozark Overhead Door, just couldn't do what we do here tonight, along with all of our other sponsors who you hear their ads on as well. Inside handoff to Owen. Owen has a bit of a hole to the outside, still on his feet to midfield, and he'll get thrown back after getting a Tiger first down after a gain of 12. Owen breaks through, gets a nice block out there from Cunningham, and then he's able to get the first down. So good job by Ray in getting that block and holding up the man.
Just get in the way. Yeah,
that's
if
right.
You have to. Yeah.
So the first down for Salem, Rick, they did not mark it. They didn't have the sticks moving yet.
Yeah, finally.
They had to, yeah, it's like, do they not know where the ball is? Tigers go trips to the right. Owen single setback. Du Bois gives it to him. Josh tries to go the other way. That's probably wasn't a good idea.
Yep.
He gets a yard. He is smothered there by the Bulldogs. Starting to see a few new jerseys creep in there.
Yep.
Especially on the Cabool side. They still have McCall out there. They still have Casper out there. They still have Turbin out there.
Yeah.
But you are seeing a few different jerseys popping in.
Kind of popping them in as they go.
Right.
Yeah.
Metcalf wide to the left side. Tigers stacked on the right. Rolling that way is Campbell on the Wildcat. Almost breaks the tackle and then goes down for a loss of 2. He's back at the Salem Tiger 45-yard line. Third down now 11. Fourth quarter, 44-0 Cabool Bulldogs. Craven with a couple of touchdowns in this one. And also Fleetwood with a touchdown and 3 two-point conversions. And Casper with 2 touchdowns. Craven actually has 3 touchdowns in this one, including that last run, 2 receiving. Throw is out and incomplete by Du Bois, who comes up limping, trying to get that to Ingram. He'll bring up 4th and just about 11. And Du Bois, while sprinting and throwing, then came up lame.
Yep.
So 4th down, about 11 to go. Tigers need to get to the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Du Bois wants to throw. They got a blitz coming straight for him. Throws it downfield. The ball is tipped away.
Oh.
Stokes was down there, and the ball just got knocked out of his hands. Good defensive coverage for the Bulldogs out there by number 20. And that is Blaine Davis. Davis was in there and looked like Stokes was going to pull it in. He just knocked it out of his hands.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at the Salem Tiger 44-yard line.
This referee don't like the clock running on change of possession, Stan.
I guess not.
He doesn't, yeah.
All right, so we got some different numbers in there, Rick.
Okay.
So we have Carson Long in there, quarterback. He flips it back and flags fly. And that usually is what happens
when you
start changing players.
Yeah, true.
So Long back in there. He has with him Taryn Sims, who is in a wing position. Also back there with number 83, which is a different kind of number for a running back.
True.
And that's Carson Lindsay.
Okay.
We'll see what they do here. 5-yard penalty on the Bulldogs, by the way. I'm not sure if that was really a procedure penalty and you would call it, or just they were not set.
They weren't set.
Nobody was
they never
set.
did get set. You're
No.
right, Stan. They never got set.
So I don't know what you call it a false start because it never started.
True.
Snap is back. The hands off to Lindsey. Salem hits him in the backfield. He's still on his feet. They finally bring him down for a 3.5-yard loss. Back around the 46-yard line. Tigers got in there quickly. The first man in, Cole Corson. And Corson with a good job. Got a hold of the man and just kind of trapped him there. Got a little help from his friends. Sounds like a Beatles song. A little help from my friends. Oh, yeah. I took yours, didn't I?
It don't matter.
No, it doesn't. Second down, a bunch. And back to throw. They flip it back out to Lindsey. He's trying to get away, and Lindsey gets hammered and thrown out of bounds by the Tigers, chasing him down and pushing him out with Campbell. And that'll be a loss back to the 40-yard line, and a face mask called against the Salem Tigers. I didn't see
it. Yeah,
didn't see that. But they're calling a face mask from the 39-yard line. But it's an unintentional one,
Okay.
Rick. It's a 5-yarder.
Okay. So we're going to get a three-yard loss or?
Yeah, 2-yard loss.
2-yard loss. Okay.
Yeah. Still second down, though, but still a bunch. About 23. Trips to the left for Sims. And that low snap. And taken down behind the line was Carson Long, actually, not Sims, excuse me.
Gotcha.
Long at quarterback. He got the ball, wanted to try and roll to the left, and he was taken down. The Tigers get him from the outside, making that tackle for Salem. A real good play. Kind of waiting until he made the move was Toby Gover. He hesitated, make sure he didn't try and get outside. Then he followed him up and took him down.
I'll just stay with him now. Yeah.
And now it's a loss of 5 more, and it's third and, 28.
Let's call it long.
Long. Third and long.
Very long. Yeah.
2 by 2 on the receiving core. As Long goes back at quarterback. Takes a snap, they'll try and run it, and that's not going to work as Lindsey gets hammered right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe another loss of 1, Rick.
Okay. Catch that paper.
I did.
Good catch.
And with 5:25 to go, Salem Tigers hold, and Cabool will punt the ball as Carson will come in. Tigers will drop Metcalf deep. Salem trying to get on the board here against the Bulldogs, who lead at 44-0 in the fourth quarter with time ticking down. Get a little cool out there now, isn't it?
You can start feeling that. We can feel that air coming through the window, can't we?
Can. Wind's been blowing all night, but it's been a pleasant breeze. But now that's Yeah, it's getting a little cool.
It's a little cooler, yeah.
They're draining this play clock all the way down.
They are, yeah.
And Carson waits for the snap. And dribble back to him and almost getting blocked. But he gets the punt off. It's a very short punt. Will go out of bounds at the Cabool bench at the 47-yard line of Cabool. Almost getting in there and blocking that for the Salem Tigers with a good jump was Owen Hamilton.
Yep. Yeah, he just couldn't quite get in there, Stan. He was close.
It was close. 4:40 as they stop it for a change of possession again, Rick. Tigers will have the ball on the Cabool side of the 50. Let's see what happens. You just want to protect my paperwork.
Yeah, it was.
Du Bois flips it back, reaching forward is Owen. He gets grabbed and thrown down for really no gain.
Okay.
Tackle made by the Bulldog player number 31, Evan Kuntz. And Owens went down awkwardly.
Yeah, he did, yep.
But no gain, maybe a loss of a foot or so. Tigers stay in an offset eye. Flip it outside. Trying to find a little bit of running room is Owen. Trying to get to the outside. He just gets maybe a yard back. Tripped up as getting down underneath his feet for the Bulldogs with number 20, and that is Blaine Davis. .340 and counting here. Third down, still going to call it about 10. Du Bois under center. Giving that ball off to Owen, and he'll break through for about 7. Bring up fourth down and right around 3. You know, we watch Reuben Hovey run, and I know this Josh Owen, it's senior night, and I know that. But, you know, you see that, and then you see Josh making some nice runs here. Yep. And it's good to see that on senior night, making a few good plays. But right now on fourth down, I think my momentum right now, since Josh has run the ball the last 3 plays, I might give that to Hovey and see what he can do with it. But he's in the stack.
Yeah.
Oh. And the ball comes loose. He picks it up, though, and he's going to get the first down and more to the outside.
And they throw the flag.
And the flag goes down, and you may not be able to advance that on fourth down, Rick, because it is fourth down on a fumble. You may not be able to advance that to a first down. That's a rule many professionals as crackback block.
Crackback block. I've never seen
on
that
the
one,
Salem
Stan.
Tigers. I didn't see anything there either. With 2:11 and counting. Well, Hovey made a smart move. He picked the ball up.
I don't blame him.
The first
Pick it up
down.
and go. Yeah.
Crackback blocks a 15-yarder, and it will keep it fourth down, Rick. But
okay,
that
that big
smart
gain.
play.
Yeah.
Like I said, they had Hovey in the stack. They had a stack of 3 on the left side. He came across, saw the ball on the field, picked it up, and got the first down. But unfortunately, Tigers were penalized prior to that. Back to throw Du Bois. Has time. Fires it deep down the field, and it's overthrown. Intended for Metcalf.
Stopped his route, Stan.
He did. He slowed down. With 1:31 and counting, and why did they stop? Change of possession. Yeah, I get it. Okay. I've heard that song and dance before.
We've heard that, haven't we?
Quick reminder, the Salem Band will be out and about, and they're going to be at Reed's Spring tomorrow for competition. So we didn't know where they would be, but now we do.
Now we do.
So the Tigers Band will be in that competition. If you happen to be down around the Branson Way, you might want to go check that out over at Reed's Spring. We had a football game there one time.
Yeah, we did.
Rick.
Yeah,
long
we did.
time ago.
Long time ago.
One of those times that we went downstate.
Yeah, we did.
Far to drive. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. And Carson Long just takes a knee, and they start the clock. Well, Cabool just putting this one to bed. No run out the clocks. This will give Rick a chance to tally.
Yep. Yes.
As Salem Tigers will fall to 0-9 on the year and go into district play without a win, 0-7 in the SCA. Waiting for the snap, and they'll just take a seat when they do. They put a knee down. They couldn't get it to where they don't have to take one more snap. They do. We're not really worried about the yardage there.
Nah.
So the Bulldogs with 9 first downs in this game. Salem Tigers finished with 5. The 44-0 win for Cabool tonight over the Salem Tigers here to wrap up the regular season. I know a disappointing year for Tiger fans, but hopefully an educational year for these youngsters. So many freshmen, 29 to start the year at 15 sophomores. That's 44 kids had never played a down of varsity, and they didn't have all that many juniors out. It was kind of a small junior class.
Yeah.
And this one comes to an end mercifully as the Tigers lose to Cabool 44-0. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with some stats from this one. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For your surprisingly great race, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
Welcome back. Bill Schuchard Stadium here at the Salem High School Complex. This is Stan Stevens and Rick Hoyt wrapping it up. Tigers lose it to the Bulldogs 44-0. And Bulldogs, Rick, when we take a look back at this one, they took advantage of every opportunity. The onside kicks, the turnovers, turned them into points, short fields, and they just outplayed Salem. There's just no other way of putting it.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. Is they they come in here and definitely dominated the Salem Tigers. I mean, that's all you can say.
They had a plan. They had a plan to play short fields, and that's exactly what they were able to get. And, you got to give credit where credit's due, and somebody's able to put together a strategy, and they're able to follow it and make it work. Man, tip your cap.
They did,
It's
and they
well
did.
done.
Yeah.
44-0 tonight, Cabool over the Tigers. Rick's got some individual stats for you here. Rick, how about who you want to do first?
Let's go with Cabool.
All right.
All right, let's start out with their leading carry tonight. Stands going to be Tyler Fleetwood. He had 17 carries for 154 yards. Owen Casper had 9 carries for 58 yards. Braxton McCall had 6 carries for 43 yards. Carson Lindsey coming up in a mop-up situation. He had 3 carries for -7. And Carson Long had 1 carry for -5. So they ended up with 243 yards of rushing on this contest here tonight.
And considering how much time that they had the ball, Rick, in that first half with the short fields, that's not a lot of yardage.
No, it's not. I mean, like you're right. I mean, because if you look at all the and Stan will go over the scoring here in a few minutes, but if you look at so many short drives that they had to Stan, I mean, they didn't have to go very far. I mean, that was if they'd have had to go the whole full length of the field, I don't know what kind of yardage they'd ended up with.
They might have had more yardage. Again, they may not have had as many scores though either.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're starting out the 48 or right around the 50 with the 2 onside kick recoveries that you had right off the bat. And Rick, when you look back at that, that's just no more than 100 yards total.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all they had to do.
Yeah.
So in the air, Braxton Stan put the ball up 7 times. He completed 3 of those passes for 72 yards and had 1 INT. Tyler 1 time he completed on a 28-yard touchdown pass. So they ended up with 100 yards of passing and 343 total yards of offense in this contest.
And McCall did have a pass as well. That
he
short,
did.
that
That's
one,
right.
that
He did.
18-inch pass that went for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Not much, but it is a pass.
It is a pass. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's you want to go ahead and
all right. Well, Cabool had 9 first downs in the game. They did have 2 turnovers, a fumble, and an interception. They were penalized 5 times for 45 yards.
Yeah, let's start out with let's go back to the stats here with the Salem Tigers. Their leading carrier tonight stands going to be Josh Owens. He had 13 carries for 54 yards. Reuben Hovey had 5 carries for 38 yards. Caden Du Bois had 3 carries for a -10. Ray Cunningham had 2 carries for a -1. And then Wyatt Campbell had 5 carries for a -6. So Salem ended up with 69 yards of rushing on the night.
And passing, Ray?
Yeah, in the passing game, Caden Du Bois put the ball up 5 times. He completed no passes. Like saying he had 2 INTs, Stan. So Salem just ended up with the 69 yards of offense here tonight.
And 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, as Rick mentioned. One of those was returned for a touchdown. The other one was brought back to the 28-yard line, and 1 play later, Fleetwood hit that pass to Craven for the touchdown. And then 2 fumbles, and each of the turnovers, except for the 1 fumble where Cabool, time ran out, and so they did not score. But 3 out of 4 turnovers by the Salem Tigers resulted in touchdowns for Cabool. And again, talk about good field position. 28-yard line and the pick 6 from the 20. There's no offensive yards there at all.
No.
It's just a score that shows up. For the Salem Tigers, they did finish the game with 4 first downs, 5 penalties for 40 yards, and again, those 4 turnovers. When we come back in 3 minutes, we'll go over the scoring and wrap things up here for the regular season from the Salem High School football complex. It's Bill Schuchard Stadium here in Salem. In 3 minutes, back on KSMO after this on KSMO Media.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Healthy Dane County and Titan Paving and Drainage present Casino Night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory on Saturday, November 5th. Blackjack, craps, roulette, and Texas Hold'em. Each person receives $10,000 in gaming cash for prizes to draw for at the end of the night. Advance tickets are on sale now. Dress in Kentucky Derby attire to add a little more fun to the event. Enjoy a night of professional casino action and fun while supporting your local community. For more information, call 729-8163.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome back to the Salem High School football field. We wrap up the regular season. We will be in action next Friday. We will be somewhere, probably either St. Clair or
Owensville.
Could be at Owensville.
We don't know yet.
Once we know, we'll post it in Your World Today. We'll get it on Facebook, and you can follow that. Now, remember, next week we will stream the game, but it will not be available on KSMO Media's on our KSMO Twitch, on our KSMO Facebook stream page, or on YouTube. It will not be available there. It will only be available on Mission.tv. That is a district game. That's not regular season. You will have to pay to watch that Tiger football game.
Is that a $10 charge to stay on?
You know,
for
I
sure.
can't find them at the charges this year.
Okay.
And see, they raised the prices to get in the games.
Okay.
Now it's $6. It's been $5 forever. Now it's $6. So I really don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It used to be $10 with a service charge. I think it was like $11.40.
So check it out, folks. I mean,
but
we don't know.
You can go online, and once we'll get that up there once we know, and you can actually go and you can pre-buy it, but it's still going to be the same price.
Right. There you go. Yeah, and you're not going to get a discount for doing it now.
No, they don't get it. It's Misha. You don't get
Not
a
with
discount.
Misha.
Anyway, so we'll be on Misha.tv. That's MSHSAA.tv. Just like our volleyball game will be tomorrow night, that will be on Misha.tv only, not on KSMO Media, not the Facebook, not the YouTube, not the Twitch. We will have audio feeds on Facebook and Twitch, just audio, no video there.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't do that. They will
not
slap
let us
our back of our hand quickly.
They will not let us do that, folks.
They won't.
They won't.
I don't know why, but they will not. Scoring in this game all started early on when the Cabool Bulldogs started the game out with an onside kick. They recovered that onside kick cleanly, as a matter of fact. The ball came right up, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was number 50, Kabadi, who brought that one in. They had the ball at the 49-yard line, and they were able to score on a 3-play drive. Fleetwood, 36-yard run. He got to the outside, Rick, and once that big man got out there, he was gone. And then he scored on a 2-point conversion, make it 8-0. That was at the 10:06 mark of the first quarter. Cabool came right back to another onside kick. This time the Tiger player had it, but then got run over by a Cabool player. Ball came loose. They were able to get it, and then it was at the 49-yard line of Cabool. They were able to do a 4-play drive. Casper, a 23-yard run. Fleetwood again, the 2-point conversion. That made it 16-0. And then with 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter, after the interception there by Turbin, right?
Yep.
Turbin, he got the interception. He ran it back to the 28. 1-play drive. And Craven, a 28-yard pass from Fleetwood after a little flea flicker as they flipped it back. And Fleetwood left-handed it down into the end zone all alone. Craven was there. 2-point conversion by Fleetwood again on one of those inside reverse handoffs that they did so well tonight. And 24-0 at the end of one quarter. Tigers defense played a little bit better early in the second half. They did not have much offense in that Tiger first half. Matter of fact, Rickaway finished with 6 or 9 yards, something like that.
Yep.
Not much at all.
Not much, yep.
But the defense did play a little bit better. And this time, a 6-yard run from Casper. This only happened after the Tigers fumbled the ball deep in their own zone. And the Casper 6-yard run was pretty easy. I think it was a 3-play drive. 18. Oh, it was after the fumble at the 18-yard line. So a 3-play drive, 6-yard run for Casper, 32-0. So there wasn't a lot of extended plays for Cabool in this game either. And at 6:35, just 11 seconds later, Craven got his second touchdown. He picked off a pass by Caden Du Bois at the 20-yard line, ran it into the end zone. 2-point conversion failed, 38-0. And then in the third quarter, with 31 seconds remaining, Rick had seen this in their warm-up as Craven, who's the wide receiver, goes in motion, comes through, and they just flip a little pass to him. He was able to get to the outside, got outside the defensive end, and just sprinted the end zone. Yep. Kid's got some speed, I'll tell you that. Yep. And 63-yard pass from McCall to Craven for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed. Final score 44-0 for the Bulldogs. Well, it has not been a banner year for the Salem Tigers as far as football is concerned, but you always hope that these young kids they got to learn, and hopefully, and that's what you have to hope, is that they have learned from this experience. And it's a tough year. I know a lot of people are unhappy with it, and I can tell you what, the coaching staff's not thrilled about it either, but there's only so much you can do. And when you don't have the horses, you can't do too much. And so when you are faced with a bunch of youngsters who are learning the game, you're going to have some bumps and bruises
and growing pains,
and a lot of growing pains. And so we're hoping still we got at least one more game left, that in district play. And again, we just don't know who that will be, Owensville or St. Clair, more than likely one of those two teams. And once we know, we'll let you know. We'll be on the road. We'll be there. That game will be on KSMO, AM 1340, FM 95.7, streamed audio only on our Twitch and KSMO Radio Facebook page. That's it. And then the video will be on Misha.tv. Tomorrow night, Lady Tiger Volleyball.
There you go.
Keeps going ever crazy. And the 25-8-1 Lady Tigers. Rick, it's been a long time since we had 25 wins on our volleyball team.
Good luck to our volleyball
since 2005.
Girls. Yep.
And they will be at Sullivan taking on the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs. They faced them once this year back September 26th. They beat them 3-1. This is for district. So if you win, you move on. You lose, you go home. And the Tigers are the second game tomorrow night at Sullivan. 5 o'clock, Sullivan will take on Owensville. They have Salem scheduled for 6:30. Doubt very much that they'll get started at that time. But we will have it when the game does get started. Starting things out with Tiger Talk, Coach Kristen Barnes. And that will be tomorrow evening from Sullivan. First round for the Salem Tigers. Second round for the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs. So good luck to Coach Barnes and our Lady Tigers. What a phenomenal season they have had this year. Tomorrow night, district plays Sullivan, 6:30-ish on KSMO Radio. Streaming it on KSMOradio.com and on our KSMO Stream Facebook page. Tomorrow afternoon, Blues Hockey, 2:30. They take on the Edmonton Oilers. 3 o'clock game time. And then tomorrow morning, we have Linda O'Brien in our top 30 countdown right here on KSMO. For Jim back at the station, for Krista, who's up in the wind, and for Ben over there, he was flipping the dials and doing all that good stuff. That's Rick. I'm Stan. Thank you for being along with us for football and volleyball all year long. We appreciate that, and hope you have enjoyed it on KSMO Media. We really appreciate all the great sponsors that have made it possible. That is something that without them, we just couldn't do this. And so, again, thanks to all of them for allowing us to bring you Tiger sports and events right here on KSMO Media. For all of us here, to all of you, have a wonderful weekend and good night from the high school football field at Bill Schuchart Stadium.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Brunei Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media.